The idea of the existence of aliens and their spacecraft visiting Earth is not new. Since the 1940s, there have been reports of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and strange sightings in the sky. Many people believe that the government is hiding evidence of the existence of aliens and UFOs, leading to a theory known as the UFO cover-up theory. This theory suggests that the government is aware of the presence of extraterrestrial life and their spacecraft but is hiding this information from the general public. The UFO cover-up theory. The UFO cover-up theory suggests that the government is actively hiding evidence of the existence of aliens and their spacecraft. According to this theory, the government is doing this for several reasons. One reason is to prevent public panic. If the existence of aliens and their spacecraft were revealed, it could cause widespread panic and chaos. Another reason is to protect national security. If the government were to reveal the existence of aliens and their spacecraft, it could lead to international tensions and conflicts. Other countries may try to obtain the technology or make contact with the aliens, which could pose a threat to national security. Proponents of the UFO cover-up theory also believe that the government is hiding the existence of aliens and their spacecraft to maintain control over the population. If the public were to learn that aliens exist and that they have been visiting Earth, it could lead to a loss of faith in the government and traditional institutions. This could lead to social unrest and a breakdown of social order. Evidence for the UFO cover-up theory. There are several pieces of evidence that conspiracy theorists use to support their claims. One of the most commonly cited pieces of evidence is the testimony of government officials and military personnel who claim to have seen UFOs or evidence of alien life. These witnesses include former government officials, military pilots, and astronauts. One of the most well-known witnesses is Bob Lazar. Lazar claimed that he worked at Area 51 and that he had seen 9 flying saucers of extraterrestrial origin. He also claimed that the government was actively trying to cover up the existence of these spacecraft. Lazar's claims have been widely criticized, but he continues to be a prominent figure in the UFO community. Another piece of evidence that conspiracy theorists use to support the UFO cover-up theory is the declassification of government documents related to UFOs. In recent years, the government has declassified several documents related to UFO sightings and investigations. These documents include the Project Blue Book files, which contain information about UFO sightings that were investigated by the US Air Force. While the government has released some documents related to UFOs, conspiracy theorists believe that there are still many more that are being kept secret. They argue that the government only releases documents that support the official narrative and that any evidence of extraterrestrial life or UFOs is suppressed. The Roswell Incident. One of the most famous incidents associated with the UFO cover-up theory is the Roswell Incident. In 1947, a flying saucer reportedly crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. The government initially claimed that it was a weather balloon that had crashed, but conspiracy theorists believe that the wreckage was that of an alien spacecraft. They argue that the government covered up the incident to prevent public panic and to keep the existence of aliens a secret. The incident at Area 51. Another incident often cited as evidence for the UFO cover-up theory is the incident at Area 51. Area 51 is a highly secretive government facility located in Nevada. It is believed to be a testing ground for new military technologies, but conspiracy theorists believe that it is also used to study and reverse engineer alien technology. Proponents of the UFO cover-up theory argue that the government has recovered alien spacecraft and that they are being studied and reverse engineered at Area 51. They also believe that the government is hiding evidence of these activities and that they are actively covering up the existence of extraterrestrial life. Counter-arguments. While there is some evidence that supports the UFO cover-up theory, there are also several counter-arguments. One counter-argument is that there is no conclusive evidence of extraterrestrial life. While there have been many reports of UFO sightings and strange occurrences, there has been no concrete evidence to support the existence of aliens. Another counter-argument is that the government would not be able to keep such a massive conspiracy a secret. If the government were actively covering up the existence of aliens and their spacecraft, it would require the cooperation of thousands of people. It seems unlikely that such a massive conspiracy could be kept secret for decades. Additionally, the government has released some information related to UFO sightings and investigations. While conspiracy theorists argue that this is only a small fraction of the information that is being kept secret, it is still evidence that the government is not hiding everything related to UFOs and extraterrestrial life. Conclusion. The UFO cover-up theory is a controversial and divisive topic. While there is some evidence to support the theory, there are also several counter-arguments. Proponents of the theory argue that the government is actively hiding evidence of the existence of aliens and their spacecraft to prevent public panic, protect national security, and maintain control over the population. However, skeptics argue that there is no conclusive evidence of extraterrestrial life and that the government would not be able to keep such a massive conspiracy a secret. Ultimately, the truth about the existence of aliens and their spacecraft remains a mystery, and it is up to individuals to decide what they believe based on the available evidence.